The skin is the largest organ in our body. It's one of the most vital organs in our body because it really protects us from the external environment. It's a barrier. It's a barrier of primarily dead cells on the most outer part of that. And that's really there to stop moisture getting out of our body, to stop bacteria and chemicals getting into our body, and really keeping it as homeostasis. It allows us to cool our body. It really is a critical function in protecting us. But it's also a problem because it's the one that gets the most harsh treatment in our body. Ultraviolet light, chemicals, free radicals, oxygen, all attack our body every day, and our skin there is our barrier to stop us. Now, if you know, for instance, like burns victims will burn through the layers of the skin, and that becomes a major problem. And they'll actually, if the burn is bad enough, they'll likely pass away from bacterial infections getting in or yeast infections getting into that wounds, or from just a loss of moisture. It's really difficult to keep the moisture in somebody who's lost a substantial amount of their skin. Our skin barrier is really affected by the health of our skin. Is your skin healthy? Is it generating new cells to be pushed up and sloughed off? Is it under attack from infections from the outside? Is it sometimes some diseases, your skin is replicating too quickly and you end up having inflamed skin or red skin? So keeping your skin healthy is another way to protect you more from the external environments. An unhealthy skin is pretty evident when we look at somebody if they've got unhealthy skin. Our skin barrier has a number of things on it which are protecting us. So it has the actual skin cells, the dead skin cells in the most outer part of your skin, and that's really forming a really tight barrier between us and the external environment. But other things it can actually protect it is the oils and other chemicals that the skin naturally excrete. And those oils are there to keep the skin in good condition, but also to form as a second barrier against microbes and viruses, etc. So the skin is not just a physical thing you feel, but it's also the oil. So if you over cleanse or over exfoliate, you have a potential to narrow that barrier and reduce some of the impact that barrier is having, and therefore increase the chance that your skin might become unhealthy over time. So cleansing is important, but not over cleansing or over exfoliating. If you look in a mirror at your own complexion, if you see rough patches, if you see redness, if you see flaking, if you see spider veins or whatever, they're all really signs that your skin is in some way damaged and is suffering and is not as healthy as it should be or could be. So you can return that skin back to normal condition, and that's really what the science behind the EpiGN and the day creams were. And that's really the EpiGN serum will restore the health of the skin, and the day cream will actually then form a barrier just to give your skin a bit of a time to recover, to stop those harsh environments which have set off the bad skin in the first place, touching the real skin and getting deeper into the skin. So you got two things you do. You form a serum twice a day, which will restore the health of the cells, and you put a day cream or a day barrier on, which protects the skin from further damage.